You're already successful. Oh, oh, oh. You are already successful. And everything starts within. So if you ask yourself how to be successful, ask yourself first of all, what is success for you? And second of all, ask yourself, what is stopping you? Are you stopping yourself? Because I feel like to be successful, the main thing that I was able to achieve all my goals is to really, really trust and believe in myself. And I did that without even realizing it. When I tell you a little about my backstory, I'm from a small town. I'm from a very, very anxious family where none of them like never travel. They're really stuck in their life. They do the same thing every day, and they're very, very different from where I want to be. Anyways, I always had this dream of I want to travel, I want to explore the world. I'm very more open minded, but they always like tell me like, oh, it's not possible. You gotta finish your study, you gotta work, you gotta get yourself a house, and blah 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 blah. But that was never my goal. That was never success for me. That was success for them, but not for me. And when I took a step back, I was like, my goals is to travel and everything, and I barely had any support, and it was so scary, to be quite honest, to leave everything I knew and to step into the unknown. But it was the best thing I could ever do for myself, because in that moment I learned that I can do anything I put my mind up to. I had no support, but really realizing that I had no one made me realize the only person I need is me. And that really changed my mindset. I feel like after when I really stepped into the unknown and I did the thing that scared me the most, I legit was reborn. I was reborn as a witch. I was reborn, and that changed my mindset. And now I realize it's because I trust and believe in myself. That's why I was able to achieve my goals. I've been solo traveling for 3 years, did more than 10 countries, and I visit them more than once. I live in Greece for a few months, just because I believe and trust myself. Like last year, I packed everything I know, and I just left to Greece. And after that, like it didn't really work out. I feel like I had this gut feeling I had to leave, and I did. And after this amazing opportunity came up, because I believe and trust in myself that everything will work out as in my favor. Because you have to realize that's your plan and God's plan. And you just have to really trust the divine timing. Let's say you're working through your goal and it's not really working as you wanted, things are not going as quick. Take a step back. Say, hey, is this worth my time, my energy? Is this something I really, really want? If that's something you really want and you just know that's gonna work, trust. Trust. Try maybe something different. Do it in a different way. Because God is the higher power is always, always with you, and they want you to success. And sometimes I think we have to realize that sometimes we have this expectation that things have to work out this way. But no, I feel like when you realize, when you don't want anything, you're like, hey, I let go of everything. I just gonna let things unfold. Everything that's meant for you will come. They say like when I went to the monk, they say, I don't want anything, get everything. I think that's the biggest thing, is to really trust. Had no expectation. When when I started traveling, I had no expectation, nothing. I met my closest friend. I was able to get a job through it. I did so much inner healing. I met so many persons where I felt like it was so aligned to meet them in that period of my life. And I had no expectation, and things work out as even better I could even imagine. So I feel like that's the biggest thing in your goal. Have a goal, but don't get attached to goal. Don't get attached to expectation. Don't get attached to happiness. When I achieve this goal, I'm gonna be happy. No, be happy right there, right now. That's where you want to be. I'm already happy here and now, and anything that will come to me is just be a bonus. I'm not gonna. That's one something that I learned by my mistake. Before even realizing, I used to put my happiness to my goals. When I travel, I'm gonna be more happy. I'm gonna do more of my habits, but nothing changed. I was still very sad. I was still in the most beautiful place, but I was felt very empty because I didn't really take care of myself. I forgot that the most important person is me. I was just so focused of accomplish my goals, I forgot about me. So that's one thing. You can be mindful when you accomplish your goals, when you work toward your goals. Don't lose yourself, because the only person that you have is you. So it's good to lock in and everything, but make sure it's all balanced. Have a routine. Make sure you take time for you, take time for your friends, take time for your inner self, for your healing as well. It's all a journey. There's this song from Doja Cat. I put the title there. I really like it. Not Doja Cat, Doechii. I really like to listen to Doechii. If you really need some inspiration, I would say listen to Doechii music. Really have helped me a lot lately. Because like she's someone I feel like she believed and trust herself and she knew she would be successful. It didn't happen then and one night she worked really, really hard for it, but she believed and trust herself and it all worked out. And that's the thing. Maybe now like what you're doing, you're not really getting maybe the like how could I say that? Maybe things that say you public like you're creating online, you're doing things, you're working on your business, but you're not really getting the success right now. Maybe it's not right now. Maybe right now you have to learn more few things for later, if that makes sense. Let me show you an example. um I'm from the east side of Canada. I'm like from near Montreal, and I've been wanting since I'm young to live in the west coast of Canada, so like Vancouver. So it's very far, but it's one of the most beautiful places for me, I feel like, in Canada. And I was like really wanted to be in the mountains and everything, and there's this dream company that I've been really want to work for. And I apply. When I say I apply for like 2 years, and I didn't get it. And like when I didn't get it, like it makes me like I remember like 3 years ago I applied for the job, and I told myself, okay, if I don't get the job, I will just go travel, and that's what I did. But anyways, I was like, I remember one time, I was discouraged. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. And I was like, I forgot about it. And after that, like after my trip anyways, when I come back home, there was this time in my life where I was back home and didn't feel right. And I was like, no, I gotta put myself back. It's okay I took a step back, because honestly, I'm so grateful I didn't get that job at that time, because it made me like push myself, made me go travel the world. Like I am so beyond grateful that it worked out like that. But I still didn't give up. I still had this urge. I was like, it's speaking to me that I have to go out west. I really, really want to go out west. So remember, I logged the fuck in. I was like, know what? Any job I get is good for me. Like I don't need this specific job. One day I will get it, but right now I just need to be out there. I need to be out the west. I apply, and finally after like many interview, I got a job in a small company, and it was okay. It was not the best situation, but I met the best people ever. I met my closest people. I met the most beautiful people, most beautiful soul. I met such beautiful connection that I am so beyond grateful. And in that time, I'm so grateful that I didn't get any job but this job. It was not the best job, but I learned, I met so many people. I create so many beautiful memories that I will cherish forever. And I'm so grateful. And after the next year, we all like my we were fed up with the job. We're like, no, we know we deserve better. And guess what? I got in my dream company that I've been wanting for years. And things didn't work out as I wanted at first. I there's a reason why I wanted the job, because I know, the money is good. I'm getting treated well. You know, I knew the job was what I deserve. But did I get it how I wanted? No. It took time. And I'm so grateful, because with this time, I was able to better in my job. I met such beautiful people, and the journey was what made it for me. That's what really changed into me. If I just got the job like that, the journey would not have been the same. Like now I can look I can be so much more grateful as well for that job, because I was like, I worked for it. Every other job I had made me better for this job. And now, I'm a good worker, and I'm really good because of the other job. I knew that I would get that job one day. I didn't know how or when, but I knew. And I believe and trust in myself. It's all by believe and trust in yourself. So I feel like, yeah, that really made me like change my perspective. And right now, I feel like I really I feel like internally I really want to do like social media and like use my voice and everything. And it's very out of my comfort zone to share my personality with other people and everything. Especially I feel like I'm a private person, and for me, to be seen, I didn't realize like to be seen by others was something that I was a bit afraid of. I didn't really realize it, because I feel like, I'm such a different person from other people's perspective in their head. But you know what? That's on them. That's not me. I know who I am. I know who I became and who I'm becoming. And that's the most important thing. But yeah, like, and just like I need, like, if you want to be successful, just fucking trust and believe in yourself, and believe in divine timing. Believe that you are always guided. If something's not working out, because it's something better. And don't give up. If something's not working as you want it, enjoy the journey. Maybe change a few things. But if you have a goal, stick with it. Believe in yourself. Be flexible to the journey, but don't give up on yourself. That's the biggest thing. Be flexible, but don't give up on yourself. Because at the end of the day, you only have you, and you need to have you. Other people opinion, other people opinion, that's a reflection of themselves. It really doesn't matter. Even if it's your loved one, even if it's your close friend, it's good to reflect, like, what did they do with their life? Okay, you want to talk shit about that, but what are you doing with your life? Nothing. If I believe to people who told me that I couldn't, that I was too naive to travel, and I'm gonna fucking die, and I'm not gonna make it, so I'm not gonna make it, I would not be where I am. If I listened to those people, I would be where they are. And do I want to be where they are? No, I don't. No. And where are they right now? The same fucking hometown, same fucking house, same fucking place, same fucking job. Same shit, man. Same shit. And I'm not that person. I'm here to be creative. I'm here to explore the world, to meet people, to try new food, learn new culture. I'm here to live. And that what is success for me. For me, is to trust and believe myself, and to push myself. If I'm scared to do something, I'm just gonna do it. Because you know what? I'm already successful internally, and that's enough for me. Because I trust and believe in myself. I need to push myself. Push myself. That's the biggest thing. I feel like I've been pushing myself a lot with traveling. I feel very comfortable. I feel successful in my traveling now. I feel very success. So I want to tap into something else. I've been tapping into my photography. I feel pretty good in my photography. I want to explore more. I want to start a bit building more confidence within. But I feel pretty good in my photography, and I want to start maybe like do shot people, shot business and everything. That's when I feel like for me will hit success. But already internally, I'm very proud of myself because I take time to work on my photography. I take time to take picture. I take time to edit. That is success internally, and externally, that's a bonus. But that's the thing when I work on myself first. So yeah, I feel like it's to always make sure you have success internally. Make sure you're already proud of yourself. Like, the outcome is whatever. Don't have an expectation, but make sure you already have the success within, and you be successful no matter what, because you already know that you're successful within, because you believe, you trust, you put yourself out there, and that's already enough. That's such a more than majority of people do. People always get stuck on their phone, get stuck in the fear, stuck with like they do the same things that their family do. They don't really change. They live the same life what they know. But I feel like for me, successful is to live a life that I don't know. For me, success is to live a life of the unknown. That was success for me. Like right now, I'm just here chilling in Vietnam. That's success for me. I'm successful because I'm just chilling. I'm able to talk to the camera. I have time for that. I have time to put in my creation. That is success for me. So please believe and trust yourself, and know that everything will work out in your favor. You are guided by divine timing. What belongs to you will come to you. Please trust and believe in yourself, and push yourself out there, because you deserve the world, but you have to show yourself the world. Okay, see you. Bye bye. Oh, was the ramen here the whole time? The fucking ramen. You're welcome. Get yourself fucking ramen, Takayai. Takayai, Takayai.